Hey guys, Czar here. Hope all is well. Trust you're having a good day so far. Happy Friday. It is 9:30 in 3 seconds, and you can see that the New York session has in fact opened. There's the first 1-minute candle forming. This is the Three Sisters NASDAQ, S&P, and Dow with VWAP, volume weighted average price, 2.5 standard deviation bands. I will cut out dead air, sideways grinding action, non-teaching moments, things of that nature, and focus just in on action or whatever might be happening that could be resourceful to discuss, and everything else we will just ignore. I'm going to be very patient. Today is Freaky Friday. It's again 9:30 and 45 seconds, and we just had some news. The PCE at 8:30, you can see right there, nice big sell-off. First a big spike up and then sell-off in all Three Sisters, NASDAQ, S&P, and Dow. And now we're continuing some weakness here. Let's take a look at the daily charts, shall we? You can see that the bull market is very much intact here on the NASDAQ and the S&P for that matter. And we had new highs here this morning, or at least overnight, and now have reversed and rejected down. A bearish body on the NASDAQ, a neutral body on the S&P, having broken several days as well, and inside day here on the Dow. Here's the power grid for the NASDAQ. You can see the 30-minute chart in the bottom corner, bottom left-hand side here, dropping down 1, 2, 3 bearish candles so far, and it's kind of trying to firm up here a little bit at the bottom of open range. We'll see. So that's a daily top left, 30-minute bottom left, and a 1-minute chart on the right-hand side, dropping below and now back into open range on the NASDAQ. Very quickly, the S&P, similar picture, looking like it wants to drop down here into a fresh traffic zone. And then the Dow, as often is the case these days, doing the opposite, right? Rallying here out of the open range. Two big shift candles going higher and testing, or about to test, the upper part of the range from the UK session and the Asian session overnight here on this Friday, June 28th, the last Friday of June. I'll put you on pause, guys, and we'll come back and we'll watch this thing develop together and see if there are any opportunities here on this Friday. Again, I'm not going to jump into anything here out of the gates, guys. I'm going to watch and see what happens given the need to assimilate the news move that happened in the pre-market with these new participants that have joined the regular trading hours. So I'm going to give that some time for the tug of war to play out. I'll be back. All right, guys, all three rallying now, although the Dow is weakening a little bit here. Let's go back to the power grid and check this thing out. Yeah, guys. I'm going to wait for this candle to close, guys. Just putting this marker here. I'm not doing anything yet. Stop will be at the low of the day. Regular trading hours, of course, which is also the low of the day. All right, guys. Watching the Three Sisters. $20 seconds. All right, guys, buy stop above the end of this candle. So it'll be the top of that candle. Stop below the low of the day. It'll be for 1 hour. Here we go. Buy stop order, guys. Looking for 1 hour. I'll fix this marker in a moment. And I'm in, guys. And I'm in. I am long the NASDAQ right here. See that there? Stop below the low of the day. Looking for a reversal back up after this significant move. Equal bottoms here on the bodies, you can see. For now, that can change, of course, before this candle closes. This is the first candle on now breaking above the prior candle high. That was sort of anticipated by this rally here. We could very easily get a big pullback here after this fairly extended move higher, but I'm okay with that. This is worth a coin flip to me. It's a little chancy, but not overly. As always, guys, the daily chart plays a very big part in this, right? This rampaging bull market is still very much intact. We broke 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days highs here overnight in this resurgence of the bullish move. The news at 8:30 right here dropped us back down again into a bearish body inside of yesterday's range. But this bull market is still a bull market. And so when I see this kind of shifting of momentum and sentiment back long again after the open and an initial sell-off, that's worth a little coin toss here, especially when you have agreement amongst the three sisters at the time of entry, right? Which is over here, here, and of course this very strong move here on the Dow as well. Faltering now, guys. This could end up in a 1 hour charge, and that's okay. It is Friday. I think I started my week with a 1 hour loss and had one last week as well. And there it is, guys. Thanks for being with me today. Very simple setup. Market open play, certainly a trend continuation play, impulse, corrective impulse, right? The bull market intact, breaking several days highs here overnight. We did get this significant sell-off here on news, but that did not break or destroy the structure here of this rampaging bull market. So on the open, we sold off initially, could not go lower. We had the three sisters all telling us the same thing. Of course, the Dow very, very strong. Simply took the shift higher. I didn't even want to wait for a pullback. The little pullback did come as a break and a retest. This would have been a perfect entry as well. Probably a more certain entry. As you can see, it was straight up from there. But I'm happy with the one that I took. Tossing the coin and landing on heads. Have an amazing day, guys. Have an amazing weekend if I don't see you again a little bit later. Talk soon.